Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good
I
afternoon.
think we are. Are we? Are we on? Are we not?
Yes, we are.
Huh?
Welcome to another Sunday chat, but in a slightly different format with a different purpose today. And today we are here to have meet our DZ core team, where we're just gonna spend some time with some of our team members that make everything happen, because you see some of the faces like myself and Guy very often, and Vanessa, Julissa, Hermela, now Brenda. But our team is huge, our family is massive and growing every month more and more, with more people moving to District Zouk. Everybody flying to DC, renting everything, building the Zouk houses.
We're ever growing amoeba.
Yes. So welcome everybody. My name is Alisson Sandi, and today we also have Gui Prada.
Hello.
We have Brenda Zetino, or as she likes to say, Bri,
Hello.
and Katya and Niranjan on my.
Well,
Well, I think it's on my left, but I don't know how it shows because I still haven't been able to see the live broadcast. Now I see the live broadcast. So everybody who is watching and listening, please put down in the comments where you are watching us from. Where are you? Hello, Hermela. Have we met before? Hello, Mark. Just kidding, guys. Hermela is also part of the team, and she'll be here for the next interview.
ooh.
Yeah.
Spicy.
She's not going to run away. We're not letting her run away. All right. So, as we are here today to talk about our District Zouk core team, we want everybody in our community to know who they are, what they do, and how they got to us. So maybe let's start with the person who talks the most all the time, and she's already smiling. Brenda.
Oh no. Why?
Look at Guy.
You're so evil.
Well, Brenda, can you share with us how did you start dancing and when did you get to Zouk?
Okay. So I didn't mean to start dancing. I like to be home and just be at home. So as soon as I get off of work, I don't want to do anything. So one day a friend was like, we need to get you out of your house. They're like, okay, we're going to take you to the salsa room. And I went, and all I see is like body roll, body roll, body roll. And I was like, oh my God, I want to do that worm thing that they're doing. and then that's how it started. So it just took one time. And then the next week I went by myself and they're like, oh, what are you doing here? And I'm like, what are you doing here? I like this place now. And that's it. I just started taking classes. Every time I saw a workshop, random, bachata, salsa, whatever, I'll just go. And then I saw auditions for Ferocity on Facebook, and I saw them perform one time at the salsa room. So I said, oh my God, I want to go and do all the, the spanking and the cool stuff that they did on the performance. Fun. I was like, I need to. And so I auditioned. I was like, yeah, now I'll be able to do the hair grabbing and all the cool stuff. So shout out to Ferocity. So yeah, I made it. And then, yeah, she had one team at the time and then another and another. And every time she added another team, I had to join. I couldn't not. So before I knew it, I was like on 5 of her teams doing everything. It was crazy. So then I saw, what was it? I think Lucky Strike. I think they're closed now, but they had a bachata night. I went, and it was on the other side, they had a Zouk class. And I think Jessica and Henry were there that night, and they did a demo on the bachata side. That's the only reason I went over there after. They were just, doing all the watery, melty, gooey, ooey, everything. And I was like, oh my God. So I went to check out the other room, and I was like, oh, Sammy was like, hey, you look new. You want to dance? I was like, okay. And then after I danced with him, I was like, oh my God, that was the best bachata I've ever had. He's like, that's because it was Zouk. I was like, ah.
You've just been zooked.
Yeah. And then that's it. Then like the next day, I don't know. I just kept looking for Zouk after that, and addiction. And that's it. I don't know. Any other questions on that?
And when did you start Zouk? When was it?
It's hard to say. I think so. 2012 was like around the time that I got to the salsa room. Maybe like 2 years later, 2014. But I would just like dip my toe, take it out, dip my toe. I never got like really deep. But then my thing is I love teams. So then I saw auditions for the District Zouk performing team. I was like, oh my God, another team. So I auditioned, and that's it. And once you're under Ashley's wing, that's it. Good night.
We'll get to that. I think on the second part of the interview.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. And then I've been on the team, and then the team led to like the teachers training and all of that, and all the addiction and all the retreats and so on and so on.
Retreats.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and now we've got Katya and Niranjan.
What do you want first?
Let's go with Katya.
Good choice.
Yeah, I started around 2016. I had a hard times in my life, and I decided to go out every day like it was my last day in America. So I said yes to everything. When people invited me to go somewhere, I'd be like, yes, I'll go. So I was going out every single day, a week. I didn't have a lot of friends at a time, so it was really even hard to find offers. But one time I went to the Russian club and nobody was dancing, and I really felt like dancing. So I went to like handsome security guard. I don't know why. And I was like, do you want to dance with me? And he was like, yeah, I just started dancing, bachata. I was like, what is bachata? And he was like, well, you want to try to dance with me? I was like, sure. So I kind of followed bachata, even though I had no idea what it was. And he was like, you know what? Like, there's like this place, Lucky Strike, and they have dancing every Sunday. You want to come with me? And I was like, yes, because I was saying yes to everything. So, and we were going to Lucky Strike for maybe a month straight every Sunday. And one time I went there, and it was Charles Espinosa and Alini. Ashley invited them to show the demo of Zouk. And I saw Zouk and I was like, what is that? I want to be doing what they're doing. I was so mesmerized. I think there's still a video with me like watching it with my mouth open. And I was just like, what is this? And there was a class. I remember there was like a dark, hot room in Lucky Strike where we were, and I couldn't get a basic step at all. It was really frustrating. And I was like, I want to learn how to do it. And then somebody was like, I'll sell you a private for $50. And then my friend goes like, whoa, hold on 1 second before you throw that 50. There is a class every Monday in the church. I was like, there.
In the Church of Zouk.
Yeah.
FYI, guys, District Zouk is in the community center of a church. So it's underneath a church, just in case you don't know what we're talking about here.
Yeah. I show up there and I see like everybody shows up and they're like, oh, hello. And they like hugging each other. They look like they're like best friends. And then everybody's like, yeah, hello. And I was like, I don't care what it takes, but I want to be a part of that family crowd and hugging everybody. Mm-hmm. So I did it by showing up every single time. And I was a horrible beginner. According to some people, I was breaking them. I had no idea. One guy once told me, he was like, Katya, like you self-turned yourself and pulled my back. I was on for 2 weeks. I was like, no, up to 3 years. And I was like body rolling. I would like, somebody leave me one body roll, I would do 3 or 4.
Were you actually doing partner dancing classes?
I know. Well, I have
I'm
no
joking.
idea what partner dancing was. I was just
You're dancing with a person, but were you partner dancing?
at the beginning. No.
So both of you are Lucky Strike babies then?
Yeah,
You and Brenda?
I remember.
A thing about the thing that you were saying. So one time, I always thought that, you know, once you learned one move, I thought it was every time. As soon as you do this, oh, you have to turn, or as soon as you do this, dip. So I always would dip all the way, and then they would call me the backbreaker, and I didn't know. That was my name behind the back.
We share something in
So
common.
many similarities.
So bad.
Actually, I remember Brenda when we went to the auditions for the team together, and you were like, "I have no idea what's going on." I was like, "Me."
Yeah, I didn't know the basic stuff. That day I just showed up. I was like, all right, body time.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's awesome. And now let's hear from our newest member in the core team for District Zouk, just as of this week, has now officially
24 hours ago.
us, has always helped behind the scenes in many different ways, but now officially, should I say, you've been officially
Dubbed.
not dubbed,
Knighted.
Enslaved.
knighted, yeah, knighted.
Enslaved.
No, not slave.
They're the same things, but
But
they're the same.
officially knighted or officially given that
The mantle.
words are not coming out today.
It's
He help.
I was trying to find something, but I also failed. I couldn't. Yeah.
the mantle of responsibility.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have any official runs as of yet. I just
Don't you worry, you'll get many.
I know. I'm aware.
So now, when did you start dancing? What was it? Are you also a Lucky Strike baby?
I am not a Lucky Strike baby. So what I had this horrible internship, and I had this boss who didn't pay me. I didn't really learn anything from him. But one day he invited me to his family's Thanksgiving because I don't really celebrate with mine, and it was all the way out in Southern Maryland. And I made friends with his niece. We ended up making friends, and they sent us on a trip to go get maple syrup for the next morning because we're all gonna have like pancakes. And we were in the middle of nowhere. She starts blasting music and talking about how she's a partner dancer. I was like, oh, I don't know what that is. I've always wanted to learn how to dance. So she stops her truck on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere under the stars, and she gave me it was like a West Coast swing lesson. No, East Coast swing. I did not know what I was doing. I was like, wow, this is really cool. So she ended up also taking me to a blues festival. It was blues dance. She taught me the basic step, kicked me out of the social floor, disappeared, and people kind of taught me then. And I was like, oh, this is cool, I guess. I had a lot of fun there. Then I tried to do West Coast swing for maybe 2 or 3 months. I still don't know how to do it. I probably took, I don't know, like 50 billion classes. I still can't wrap my head around it. But one day I saw my instructors doing Zouk for all of 5 seconds. It could have been it was like the basic step for, I don't even know. It was literally 5 seconds to no music. And I was like, wow, what did you just do? What is that? What's it called? And they're like, oh, it's called Zouk. So I immediately I was just like, all right, I'm gonna drop this whole West Coast swing thing. I don't do it. It never
I
really
want to do the
works.
wormy thing.
Yeah, and so I just kind of looked up where I can find Zouk, and I found one of Sammy's events. It was a Kazook Me at Summers. Actually, it was A-Town at the time, and I went there, and then from there I discovered District Zouk, and then I kept coming to socials for a few months. I didn't really have a lot of time because I was bartending, so it's pretty much the same time socials come. But I started carving more time out of my schedule and started coming on Mondays, and then did level 1.5 and 2 with Jamil and Vanessa. Then next thing you know, auditions came. So just like these guys, I did not know what I was doing when it came into the audition floor, but I was like, you know what, let's do this. And somehow I managed to make the team. And after that, it was over, you know, and once Ashley
I
takes...
backled you.
Yes, actually, she back-led me audition and saved me because I was looking at this choreo. I had never done choreo before, and you have to follow these steps. I still couldn't do a lateral well, so I was terrified. I was like probably visibly and internally freaking out, and she just kind of backled me through the whole thing. And well, yeah.
Amazing. Well, Katya, all that back leading from the start paid off that day.
It did.
No.
It did. It did. I did not need a partner dancer. I needed someone dancing by herself because I was not helping.
And how long ago was that?
That was 2018. So I've been with the District Zouk family for 2 years now.
So
Wow.
all of you guys were in the same audition for the same team?
No.
was
She
different.
had been on the team for like a year
right.
and a half. Yeah. So she had already been doing it for a while.
Awesome.
I'm the newbie here.
Just FYI, Brenda Christian said that he can confirm your confession. in the
What
song
confession?
About
Backbreaker.
the backbreaker.
Sorry, Christian.
You broke Christian.
Oh my God, that's a strong back to break.
I know,
Yeah,
he's
man.
a strong man.
Wow.
And because of that, I worked so hard to be as light as possible.
Brenda, now they tell me that I'm too passive. It went from 0 to 300.
Girl, I've been in this journey for like 17 years and I'm still trying to find it.
Just a pendulum swing. You swing one.
Welcome to the journey of Brazilian Zouk,
Yeah.
where you're forever gonna be learning. I think we all know that.
Man, I had no idea of those stories. I feel kind of bad because I didn't know all those things. It's so nice to hear. I knew Brenda's story, but I didn't know Katya and Niranjan's story.
This was during the time you went back to Brazil, so
Oh, that's true.
I had already done level 1.5 and 2, and I already had where I was on the team. So
Got it.
a lot happened while you were gone.
No, but one thing that I wanted to say to everyone is that the first person that I danced with in the United States was Brenda.
Carvalho?
Yeah. Nope. So I arrived here in the US. I think it was August 30 or something like that, August 29 or something. And then September 4th or 3rd, we had Interfusion. And the first social at Interfusion, I was in my corner, né? Not wanting to be seen by anyone.
That's why I went to grab you, because you look like you were just like, I'm gonna grab him and I'm gonna take him to the floor.
I was so scared. And then Brenda brought me to the dance floor, and then was my first dance here in the US. My first dance at Interfusion. My first dance. It was super nice.
But it was like one of those surprise packages because he was hiding. He was trying to be like nobody to see him, and I was like, grab because every time you see somebody that you don't know, you want to taste the flavor. Like everybody has a different flavor. I was like, ooh, unknown, and then oh my god, it was yeah.
You remember, Brenda, how you ran to me and you were like, I just danced with this guy and he's so mad.
And then I started sending everybody to you. I was like going down the
Yeah, it was funny because after I danced with Brenda, a lot of people started coming and inviting me to dance. Brenda was my starter.
yeah. You couldn't stay hidden too long. Sorry.
Now that you're telling that story, I feel like something similar happened at Canada Zouk Congress.
Oops.
Oh yeah.
That was the first time that we all got together, and I got to meet you guys, and I was officially introduced as the new addition to District Zouk community back when we were in Canada. And I remember that we had a dance, and I think was something like I was having a break or something, and I told you, can you please come back here, and can you tell?
You gave me a specific time and everything. I was like, let's see how good he is with his word. You were good, right on time. I started walking right at the time at the spot. I was like, wow, bravo. Good job.
I think you had asked to dance and I was going for a break, right?
Yeah.
And I told you, okay, I'll be back here 2:00, and you were there 2:00, and we met.
I'm ready.
And then after the dance, you're like, I'll come back later.
I know.
So much fun. So for you guys, and this can be in any random order, what is Brazilian Zouk to you?
Philosophical. Philosophical.
Yes, I'm
To me,
challenging
first,
my now.
Philosophical.
to me, first and foremost, it's the community, and because that's the first thing that captured me. You know, if it's just you walk in, it's like she said, everyone's hugging each other, everyone is like super close, and that is just an energy that is really addictive. You can't forget that, and you want to be a part of it. So whatever you need to do, you know, take 5 million classes, travel to 5 million places, meet these people, and everything comes back down to, I guess for me, to that community. And it's not just attached to one location, because after starting in this journey, I now have more friends in more places than I ever could have imagined. And some of these people I have yet to meet in person, but even because especially over the pandemic, I now am pretty close with a lot of people I have never met before.
True, it's the magic of dance.
Yeah,
We can pretty much have.
passion, you know?
I mean, the more you go to events, and if you feel like socializing and getting to know people, you may just build a network of friends all around the world that you never have to pay for a hotel anymore. You know, it's a small investment for free accommodation worldwide.
Oh yeah.
No, and like basically anywhere that you want to move, that you want to live, you're gonna have like friends that you don't know that you have yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Especially in
You're
these.
gonna have-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially in the Zouk community, because we are very strong and united community, but compared to other dance communities, we're quite small. So we feel like, oh my God, do you speak Zouk? I speak Zouk too. Oh my God, we're best friends.
Yeah, I mean, only we do. We do things like this.
Amazing.
We're very, very happy and very proud to be
Yeah.
part of this brilliant community.
So Katja, your turn.
I would agree with Niranjan. I would say Brazilian Zouk is basically, first of all, family. Because when I started dancing, I had no close friends, and it was I didn't understand close connections like that. Well, I mean, I had friends in Russia, but I don't think I've ever had friends who were that supportive and you know, always helping and so much fun, and shared my passion for dancing. And second, I think dancing is one of the ways I express myself. So getting lost, forgetting about everything else, it's like another outlet to have fun and actually enjoy life.
I can totally see that, because I mean, from the first time that I saw the dancers here at District Zouk or in around DC, I just felt like everybody knew each other so well in the party. Like everyone knows everybody. That's what I feel like. And second, I feel like everyone knows everybody, not just as dancers, but like as family. It's
Yeah.
beautiful to see. Brendita,
You, Brenda.
She's like,
our Brenda. We
Forget me.
say our Brenda.
Brazilian Zouk is, for me, it's like a getaway from all of the stresses of life. When I get to the Zouk room, it's happy, it's warm, it's cuddly. You just forget everything that's going through your mind. And then you just keep coming back for, you know, more happiness, because like the next day it's still running through you. You still feel good, all those endorphins. And that's why I keep going. Like I've tried to stop, but I get really cranky. It's gross. So then I have to come back, and you know, it's like, it just refreshes everything. It's like peeling off the skin, new skin every single time. And I also like it because you don't have to talk a lot. You can just not know the person, but you just know them. You know their body, their warmth, their I love that shampoo that person has. You know them so well,
All the flavors.
all the flavors.
Oh my God, Brenda, what you just said is like
I
could not
know.
resonate the best for me, like because we don't need to talk, right? I feel like
Talking.
I started dancing because I don't need to talk. I just need to, yeah.
Feel. Just need to
That was the
Yeah.
biggest mind boggle for me because nobody was talking, and I
And for
had trouble
Niranjan.
comprehending that because I like to talk.
Really?
The socials, and I'm
Do
like,
you?
what?
Seriously?
No one's talking. This is weird. Okay, I get it now.
I know. That must be very hard for Niranjan.
It's like does not compute.
Oh goodness. But Brenda, I gotta pull you back a little bit there. Why? How
what?
on earth did you ever think or try to leave Zouk?
Oh, because I try to do other things like work out more,
All right. Okay.
hike, but then it's not
Yes.
me happy. Ugh, it's not the same. I can dance 8 hours, 10 hours straight, no breaks, and then I try to run 10 minutes. Oh, Lord Jesus, what is going on? I
I
can't.
think that's almost every dancer.
Yeah.
Oh
it's-
goodness. Nowadays I'm so unfit that I could not run for 5 minutes or not
Oh.
even jog, I think. But dancing for 2 hours, bring it.
Yeah.
It's so good. I actually like for me, Brazilian Zouk, on top of what you guys said that I can totally relate, Brazilian Zouk is a way for me to experience my own therapy. For me, Brazilian Zouk is therapy. It has been, I didn't know it at first, but in the last few years, I've noticed how for me, Brazilian Zouk really helps me with my growing, with my understanding of my emotions and how to actually feel it and how to allow it, instead of just be a human and be a working human, but somebody with a soul and knowing how to express like that. And I love Brazilian Zouk because of that. And the more and more and more that I'm learning, I love even more. Like since coming to District Zouk, I've learned a lot about that, and especially with Guy. Guy helps me and teaches me all of these things that I'm sure everybody is a fan of, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm being birthed again into the dance world. I love it.
So cute.
How about you, Guy?
What?
Huh? Guy's
What
being
was
so
this?
quiet today. That's not him.
What? What Brazilian Zouk is for me?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so hard. Brazilian Zouk for me, Brazilian Zouk is it's like an opportunity to build something everlasting. It's like the opportunity to build a life, opportunity to build a community, an opportunity to build relationships. For me, Brazilian Zouk is sort of the bridge, the bridge between peoples, and how we can create this environment that brings people together, but also brings people together around this eagerness to learn, this eagerness to want to be together. So I think this is what Zouk is for me right now, like opportunities in this sense.
That's beautiful. Now let's move on into a next thing that I would like to ask you guys. Now, what is District Zouk for you?
Oh, I'm scared.
Remember, Ashley's watching.
Well, she is watching this.
Sister.
Because she's watching.
God, just blew out my speakers.
I hope no one was listening with headphones.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. All right, let's start backwards now. Niranjan.
I mean forwards. Okay. Okay. Never mind.
You were the last one last time. Last of the three.
Okay. All right. I can't count. It's
And you're a
fair.
finance advisor.
I'm a dancer right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, to me, it's. I mean, it's the answer doesn't really change. It's District Zouk is how I found Zouk, so it is the community and the family that I interact with Zouk from. But yeah, like my story is very similar to her in that like I didn't have like a ton of friends before I found Zouk, and then now I feel like my friend list is endless. Like in fact, it's kind of hard to keep up with everybody, but that's such a blessing, and that's because of the community that's built around this.
Let me add, what is District Zouk to you,
Mhm.
and what do you wish for District Zouk's future?
I wish for District Zouk more leads. So that,
We were talking about it last night. We have a
so that
coming up, guys, because
so
we
that
have so many followers, and we have so
follow
many followers
without
to DC
having
right now.
grief from the follows. So we don't feel bad that we just took 2 leads off the dance floor, and the followers are like, "What about us? We need leads, guys. We really need them."
Yeah, you know, maybe for the first 12 months post COVID, we're gonna have to introduce a policy of no leads to leads dancing,
I know, right?
just to make everybody happy.
Yeah. So yeah, if I can be helpful in the lead acquisition team, if we can put
Oh,
together.
by the way, Ashley, I know you're watching now. That's a new committee that we funded last night. It's a lead acquisition committee.
Lead acquisition committee.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
We're already working on a couple.
Oh, that one was already in. Katerina.
Actually, I often talk to Ashley and sometimes pressure her into growing bigger because my mind thinks globally, and I keep thinking as, oh my God, District Zouk could be like something life changing for the world in terms of like, okay, we could be like a nonprofit that is helping like people who don't have opportunity to dance. We could get grants from the government. We could like, do so many amazing things apart from what is going on here. Right now, we're just, I think at the point of, especially in pandemic, surviving and like staying,
Just keeping the fire alive.
keeping your fire alive. I mean, the fire is growing bigger. We're definitely getting more colors, but I think there's like so many more opportunities that we can do. So my mind thinks globally, definitely. And I love actually when Ashley gives me purpose, when she gives me a task. I feel so excited about it, even though it could be something administrative, but I feel like use the other part of my life that I'm doing for work. I'm doing accounting, so I sometimes do some like admin stuff and research. And I love that I can use other stuff in dance. So I don't have 2 or 3 different lives. I have one life, and through my work, I learned something that I can incorporate at District Zouk and vice versa. So District Zouk is another vital part of my life. And I can't imagine, like every time I think, I'm like, why am I doing this? It's taking so much of my time. And then I can't imagine my life without it. It's just so weird.
Brenda.
Hola, that's my name. For me, District Zouk, it is definitely some place that pushes you always out of your comfort zone, and it pushes you to grow. Gives you more responsibility, makes you more punctual for sure. And I hope that eventually there will be like a, District Zouk schools wherever, in every state or every continent, just District Zouk Virginia, District Zouk Maryland, District Zouk California. That would be great. I don't see it not happening. Maybe like 2 years, maybe a year. Depends on you two, Guy, Allison. And yeah, it's just like a fun home. I tell, my parents, hey, mom and dad, I go to church every Monday, District Zouk church, but it's church. So they're happy. And I hope that it just keeps growing and just gets out of hand, just explosion everywhere. Yeah.
We're already at that place.
I'm so proud of you, Brenda. You become
We just want multiple dance gasms.
Well, for me, District Zouk is not only the place that I have the honor to be welcomed, or to have been welcomed to be part of this beautiful family, but to me, as dancers, we get to choose our family. So it's my chosen family. Everybody in my family is back in Brazil. So the dance community is everyone that I have. I don't have any friends outside of dance for at least 14, 15 years. Yeah, I don't know anybody outside of dance. So for me, when I had the opportunity to come to the United States, I was like, all right, there's one place that I'm going to contact first, and that's actually from District Zouk. I would love to. And luckily enough, back then when we were talking about it, Guy and Ashley said, yes, please, the more the better. And I was like, yay, great. And since then, it's been a place that I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot. And for me, the wish that I have is not only what Brenda said already, but to make District Zouk this place where it becomes this institution that basically gives everybody the opportunity to dance anywhere, at least in the DMV. We want to have locations everywhere. We want to have teachers everywhere, and grow the Brazilian Zouk scene. Let's say, if everybody at least gets to know what Zouk is in DC, that would be my goal. At least they know what it is. Maybe they haven't tried a dance class, but they've seen it. They're not going to confuse with Zumba or anything else.
Curriculum at school, Zouk class.
Yes, that would be amazing.
Teach boundaries and empathy. That'd be great.
Yeah. So for me, the question is what District Zouk is, right? And where we want it to be. So for me,
what do you wish it for the future?
that's easy. So for me, District Zouk is, again, like, for me, District Zouk is something that can change your life. Nah, and I'm gonna spare any words because it's my experience, right? Like, Ashley and District Zouk can literally change things for you in whatever sense that you wanna look at it. It can be your personal life, it can be your work life, it can be how you see your fun time, your downtime. But for me, it changed my life as a whole. I live in another country. I have another profession now. Like, the nature of my work is completely different from like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So yeah, that's what this Zouk is for me. And I feel like the same way dance changed my life when I saw it for the first time and started doing it, District Zouk changed again by offering me an opportunity to share my knowledge. Yeah. So I think that's something that's super, super valuable to me. And what I want this District Zouk to get is in the lines of what Alisson was saying. I want District Zouk to get to the point where you have this organization that is a reliable source of knowledge, of a welcoming community, good dances in the United States, maybe in the world. Let's start with the United States. To attract people to come learn from us, to come learn with us, to come share with us, and become like this place where the class is over, but you don't want to go home. think that's my biggest dream. I feel like I'm gonna be super happy when the class is over and I have to kick the students out. Like I have another class to start, you know. I feel like I wanna my dream is to have this environment that is so nice to stay that people don't wanna leave.
I mean, wasn't that how it already was on Monday nights? Like you guys
Yeah, I think every Monday night we
behind
are
us.
Oh yeah.
sitting with
Yeah, we have to keep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sometimes like on Tuesdays too. Yeah, we had to kick people out. Yeah, yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was super
I think
fun.
it's every night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the end of the day, it was every night. So people stick around and they see so many references because our core team, they are our references. Yeah, so Brenda is our reference of a follower. Yeah, Katya is our reference of a follower. Niranjan is going to be one of our references of a leader. Leaders we need. Yeah. So the core team are our references, and my vision too is when people see a Brenda or see Katya or see Niranjan, like, oh my God, I want to dance like them. You know, they are like this thing that makes people stay, that makes people want to learn more, and they will come to them like, oh my God, you're so amazing, can you help me this thing here? They're like, of course, you know. So they start bringing the people in. Yeah, that's what I want. That's my goal.
We have a beautiful comment here from Jessica saying, DC has always been my go-to happy place, especially for when I need my happy feet the most. Miss you
Aww.
guys.
Oh,
We miss you
Love
too.
you, Jessica.
Love you.
Jessica Monticha.
I know, we miss you too. We miss you too. So yeah, well, we are coming to an end of our first get to know our DC core team. We will be back. We want to have our interviews here every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks you can expect us on Sunday to be meeting with you guys. We're gonna have some of our community leaders, some of our students, some of our former students, some of our former core team members, and some of our current core team members. So basically everybody. We're gonna have
Everyone.
everybody. Okay. So every 2 weeks, come and check us out. Come and have a chat with us. Also, we just in case you guys are looking to, get a little bit closer to District Zouk, we have just launched our new merch shop that our core team has worked super hard for it. So we have lots of t-shirts and leggings and jackets and sweats, pants and sweatshirts and all of those things. The link is in the comment and we've pinned it as well. So you guys can check them out and get to merch. So, maybe right now you're not able to do classes because we understand PJs. Yeah. Do we have PJs?
Oh, we do. We do have PJs.
We have
By the way.
PJs.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah.
And
so
the clock.
unfortunately, you may not be able to be with us in classes, but you
Outside, Glen Echo.
feel like a District Zouk person every day. Also, we do have, we've just started last weekend our Zouk at the Park. So if you are in the DMV area or if you can safely travel to DC, we are going to keep doing our Zouk at the Park over March. So we had one last Saturday, we'll have one this Saturday, and then the next one on the 20th of March. So this coming Saturday, that's the 3rd, isn't it? 3rd? 5th?
Yeah.
3rd, and then we have on the 20th. So hopefully if you guys can join us in person, please make sure you grab a ticket because it is limited to keep everybody safe. So once the event goes up on Facebook in a day or two, please grab your tickets so you can attend our class. So this Saturday we'll have classes with me, myself, and I from 1 to 3. And then on the 20th, we're going to have myself and a little surprise.
Surprise.
Announcing huh?
Surprise.
A little surprise. I'm super excited and my hands are like, oh, I want to talk about it, but not yet. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for joining Katya, Niranjan, Brenda, Guy, me.
And as always, everyone, come to the sea.
Especially to lead.
Come visit. Yeah, if you're a leader, please come. Yeah, we need.
If you're a follower, bring a lead with you when you move.
Yes, followers,
Two
we are
leads per
welcoming you
follow.
too as well, but we do ask if you
have a
can
shortage.
with yourself with you, please.
EYOL.
No, actually, let me just put that
Put.
we joke a lot about this because in our core team we have a shortage of leads, but I don't feel like in our classes or parties we actually have a shortage of leads, because I feel like we're saying as if we don't have enough leads in DC, but I think we do.
Dude, I might disagree because
I'm not saying it's equal, but it's not as bad as in our core team.
Yeah, our core team is super bad, but like in the social, my last social before COVID, I was dancing, and then I look in the wall close to the water fountain, and there was like a line of followers just leaning the wall, and I looked around, and all the leaders were dancing. All of them were
They were
dancing.
just waiting for you.
And I was like, "Oh my God, the situation is bad."
That was just your line.
And in the auditions for the teams as well, we had 16 good followers good to go, and 8 or 9 leaders good to go. So we need more.
To each leader, there's 2 followers.
And Fosa, while you're trying to import more people, just make sure that you are moving yourself.
Yes,
Import yourself first.
Exactly. If Fosa, just come first, and then we talk later. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, that's actually Ashley made a comment here that is very true. She says all of our core team leads and follows, so no shortage of leads. That's very true. Very true, because all of our follows also
just
lead.
being kind.
Yeah. All right, everybody. So thank you so much for joining us today here in the comments and watching us and letting us, invade your home this Sunday afternoon. It's been a pleasure to be here with you guys. We are hoping to see you maybe in person safely at the Zouk at the park, but if not in person, in our online classes that we have every week. So we have two nights of online classes at districtzouk.com, and plenty that you can choose. You can do like one course, or you can do memberships. You can watch the live classes. You can watch the pre-recorded classes from the previous terms. Please check them out if you want to hang out with us more often.
And one more thing, guys, stay tuned, because Alisson talked about the thing he want to talk about, but we're going to talk about later. And there's another thing too. There's a very exciting collaboration as well that we're going to. Yes.
Just make sure that your Monday nights are free.
Yeah, which is part of
make sure your
take over
Monday nights
the world's plan
are free. You know what we wish for District Zouk to happen in the future? It kind of is already happening. Just telling you guys, okay? So keep in touch. Make sure that you follow our page. If you need any information, anything, just send us a message, send us an email, and we'll help you out. Gucci?
Gucci.
All right. So let's say bye.
Bye. Hugs.
Bye.
Abraços.